Jumping in Urban Terror, a tutorial by BadFurDay. Introduction. Why should I learn how to jump? This tutorial aims to teach you as quickly as possible the basics of jumping in Urban Terror. Jumping can be used to take on the challenge of various community-made jump maps, but also to improve your movement in frag maps. Here are, for example, a few jumps on the frag map Uptown. All the examples you just saw are basic level. You don't need to be a pro jumper to do any of these. I kept it simple on purpose. Knowing how to perform such moves on frag maps will greatly multiply your skill. Without movement, you're missing on half the game. Chapter 1. Opening a map to jump on it. I will briefly explain how to create a local server in order to practice jumping on it. First off, download some jump maps from any website, such as URT Jumpers. Map files end in the PK3 extension. Move the maps you downloaded to the Q3UT4 folder of your Urban Terror installation. Just leave them in the Q3UT4 folder. Do not put them in the Maps folder. Now open Urban Terror. Open your console by pressing the small 2 key on the top left of your keyboard. Then type /map space UT4 and press the Tab key. A list of maps you own will be shown. Type the rest of your map's name and press Enter. You are now in your jump map or frag map. Have fun experimenting. Chapter 2. Jumping Basics, Circle Jumping. Before jumping, you must make sure that your controls are correctly set up. You will need handy access to the movement keys as well as to the jump, crouch, and sprint keys. As a quick demonstration of the importance of sprinting, observe the following jump. I will now perform the exact same jump, but also hold the sprint key. As you just saw, holding the sprint key is crucial to succeeding in jumping. Pay attention to your stamina when jumping, as sprinting drains it very fast. The key concept to jumping is what we call circle jumping. It consists of doing small tilting movements with your mouse to the left and/or right as you jump. In the following example, I only hold the forward and sprint keys. All the rest of the movement is done with my mouse. The difference in speed from the previous example was thanks to my curving of the mouse. Another important thing to notice is that you should not walk or stop between jumps. You must press jump the instant you land if you are to do several circle jumps in a row, or your speed will be lost. Here is a longer example of curving on a similar but harder jump. Curve jumping is not easy to master. Keep on trying until you get it. The key is to have a smooth sideways movement with your mouse, not too slow or too fast. Another linked concept is what we call pre-jumps. If you do not have enough speed for a jump, you can gain more by performing an extra jump before it. The extra jump must of course include a curving of the mouse, or you will gain no extra speed. Here is the same jump as previously, with an added pre-jump. Notice how much faster I go. Chapter 3. Wall Jumps. In Urban Terror, you can also jump on walls. A wall jump is performed by hitting the jump key as you are in the air, facing a wall. You can do up to 3 wall jumps in a row. If you try a fourth one without hitting the floor, it will not work. The direction in which you go after wall jumping depends on the angle at which you faced the wall when wall jumping. You will probably have to experiment a lot to get those right. Take your time. Wall jumps can come in many forms. Here are a few examples. It is possible, but much harder, to wall jump with your side or back. You will eventually learn to do it by practicing on jump maps. It is not important to know how to do it for now. Chapter 4. Speed Slide. A power slide can be done by hitting crouch as you reach the floor. As you slide, your speed will slowly go down and your stamina will drain down. It is however possible to continue sliding even with zero stamina. Therefore, the power slide is useful to continue going fast after a series of jumps when your stamina is gone. Here is an example of a basic power slide. Power sliding can also allow you to go through gaps if you are going fast enough. Chapter 5. Slick jumps, also known as icy jumps. Slick surfaces, usually known as icy jumps, are platforms where your speed does not lower if you stop walking. As with circle jumps, curving your mouse when moving forward on an icy surface will increase your speed. In the following example, I only hold the forward and sprint keys. All the rest of the movement is done with my mouse. The movement is similar in core but quite different from circle jumping. Using slick surfaces, you can reach extremely high speeds by just curving once or twice. As with circle and wall jumps, icy jumps take time to learn. Don't expect to get it right away. Chapter 6. Ladders. What people call ladders are a particular things you will encounter in some jump maps. Simply enough, press the move forward key over and over at the right rhythm. It's up to you to figure it out. Some ladders can be harder than others, depending on the space between the bars. Chapter 7. Double Grab. Double grabs are the hardest thing to understand in jumping. Once you grasp the concept, however, they are extremely easy to do and require no particular skill. A double grab occurs when you must do a wall jump on top of a ladder. When you try to do it, this is what happens. The correct manipulation is to, in this order. Step 1. Climb the ladder by pressing the move forward key over and over. Step 2. When on the last rung of the ladder, press move forward one last time. Step 3. Release the move forward key. Step 4. Extremely quickly, simultaneously press the move forward and jump keys. Step 5. Turn around to face the other ladder you have to climb on. Do not release the move forward key until reaching the other ladder. If everything went right, you just perform the double grab as shown here. Chapter 8 Crouch Jumps, Edge Curve, Air Control. There are a few more jump types that you are to discover for yourself. Here are tips from some that require an explanation. Crouch jumping requires crouching as you are flying in order to duck under platforms. It can be hard to both circle and alternate crouching and standing at the same time. Here is what it looks like. Edge jumps, commonly called curve jumps, require you to curve your mouth very hard yet smoothly as you are jumping. Here is an example. It looks hard, is hard on the first try, but turns out to be very simple once you have it figured out. Finally, some jumps will require you to freefall and start curving at some point in midair to land on a platform. There is no trick to it other than starting the curve movement at the right time. See this example of air control. You should now know everything about urban terrain jumping. None of this is easy, and much practice and patience is required. It is all up to you. Good luck and have fun.